I'm Paul Levinson, and welcome to Light On Light Through episode 285, my review of the most excellent episode 1.5 of Slow Horses up on Apple TV Plus yesterday. Here's why I thought it was so good, and there are, of course, spoilers ahead. Well, first, there was no explicit flatulence from Lamb in this episode, or even a mention of it from the lead slow horse, but he did manage to come through with a comment about being, quote, bitten in the canal, unquote. I'd give him credit for that for this episode. After all, he was in the right area. He wasn't talking about his ear canal, right? And the jokes in the car near the end that Hassan was telling were very good. I found myself laughing with the three bozos in the car. Now, I'm not going to list all of them right here now, though. My favorite was the note left in the underpants, in the same area as the canal that Lamb was mentioning. And the action was very good too. Cartwright was top notch in the park. That's a name for MI5 headquarters, right? There might have also been some action in a real park, which wasn't nearly as good as inside the big building. Now, the Brits call the areas with grass and benches and trees parks, don't they? It does get confusing because they also call what we in New York say are parking lots, well, the Brits call them, quote, car parks. You know what? I'm still missing Sid. I saw or read somewhere that there'll be some big surprise about her in next week's episode. Now, it can't be that she died because that wouldn't be too much of a surprise. Not to mention that would be very disappointing. It could be that she suddenly recovers, but I'm not holding my breath for that either. So I'd say the surprise is something about who she really is. Maybe she's Taverner's daughter? Well, I'll see you back here next week and let you know just how I feel about this discovery about Sid. And I hope you enjoyed this review of episode 1.5 of Slow Horses. I will be back here next week with my review of 1.6 of Slow Horses. I think that's it for this show, at least for the time being. I think there are another 6 episodes. I don't know whether that will be season 1, part 2, or season 2. Slow Horses will be back, but not for a while after next week. And I'll also be coming back here soon with another episode of Light On, Light Through, this time reviewing the wild new science fiction western, Outer Limits. I mean, it reminds me of all kinds of crazy, wild science fiction television shows. Yeah, it even reminds me a little of Twin Peaks. It's that kind of craziness. Anyway, I'll be back here soon with that. And apropos slow horses, I just want to again say I have a lot of appreciation of Mick Jagger's Strange Game, the song that he wrote, especially for Slow Horses. Losers and misfits, tannin' and boozers. In any case, I'll see you back here soon. In the meantime, stay safe, stay sound, and do what you can to help those brave people fight off the Russians who are invading their country, Ukraine.
The Light on Light Through podcast
Athens, 2042 AD. She ripped the paper in half, then ripped the halves, then ripped what was left again into bits and pieces of history that could have been. Sierra Waters had read once that, years ago, it was thought that men made love for the thrill, while women made love for the sense of connection it gave them.
Curled Up with a Good Book says, Sierra Waters is sexy as hell. You can find out more about The Plot to Save Socrates by Paul Levinson at theplottoSaveSocrates.com.
Paul Levinson Silk Code, about an ancient biotech war raging on in secret for centuries.